You may have heard quite a bit about something called an ACE, or an adverse childhood experience. According to the CDC, 64% of adults have had an adverse childhood experience, which we call an ACE. In the 90s, Dr. Felitti and Dr. were working for Kaiser Permanente, and they began to see that there were folks who were having problems with their health in adulthood who had experienced trauma as children. And so they decided to develop a questionnaire, and that questionnaire is now known as the original Adverse Childhood Experience Questionnaire. Many years have passed since then. It's something that the CDC studies because we do understand now that adverse childhood experiences have a correlation to poor health outcomes in adults. The interesting thing about that original survey is that divorce was a point. So you had one adverse childhood experience point if there was a divorce. The CDC has massaged the parameters a little bit, I think for the better, and now we're talking about instability due to parental separation, which is really what happens a lot of times when parents are going through separation.
Absolutely. Yeah, I would agree completely. It's one of the things that we talk about a lot as we're having meetings and talking about our clients is that's not the experience that we want our clients to have. I think we do a really great job at talking them through how to stop the cycle, if you will, right? They may have gone through something as a child that's now affecting them as an adult. So how do we stop that cycle? How do we keep their children from experiencing the same thing that they have felt? Because, as we know, in divorce, children are often involved in ways that we certainly don't want them to be.
And so that instability that's often caused by parental separation, as you had said, is often caused by people having human reactions to an incredible amount of stress. And you've seen it and I've seen it. When we're in the middle of something that is that hard, a lot of times we lose the ability to regulate the way that we want to regulate. And often the kids are the unintended collateral of parental lack of self-regulation.
Absolutely.
And I know that they feel horrible about it afterward, but
right.
A lot of times the damage is
It's
done.